God says, I am not silent today. This is your final warning. Something heavy is approaching. And if you ignore this now, you may miss the very protection I am trying to place around your life. Do not scroll away. Listen carefully, because this is not a soft whisper anymore. This is a direct call carrying urgency, weight, and purpose. If you turn from this moment, you could miss the message that may change the direction of your life forever. I am not speaking to fill your heart with fear for no reason. I am speaking because what is ahead is real. And if you keep ignoring what I have already shown you, it will touch areas of your life you believed were secure. You have already sensed that something is wrong. That something is shifting, that an uneasy feeling has been moving inside you for a reason. I have tried to reach you through quiet thoughts, through sudden pauses, through situations that made your spirit stop and listen. But you kept moving forward as if nothing was important. That is why I am speaking with urgency now, because the time has become narrow, and what you choose in this moment carries more weight than you realize. Type Amen if you believe. I am not angry because I want to hurt you. I am stirred because you have been walking too close to danger while ignoring the protection I have kept offering you. You have treated lightly the warnings that were meant to lead you away from what is forming. And distractions have pulled you farther from the place where your spirit could remain safe. I have seen your pain, your battles, and your weakness, and I have never turned away from you. Yet you have delayed your response again and again. This is not about punishment. This is about consequence. Because when you refuse to listen, you place yourself where harm can reach you. I am giving you this final chance because I still want to shield you. Something is building that you cannot see clearly yet, but it is already moving closer, and it will not wait until you feel ready. You have felt moments when your spirit became uneasy, when something inside told you to stop, turn back, or choose differently, but you silenced that voice. That voice was mine, guiding you gently. And now I must speak louder because you did not answer the quiet call. What is coming is not random. It is connected to the paths you have continued walking and the choices you have continued ignoring. If you keep going the same way, you will step into something that could have been avoided. If this is reaching your heart, pause and show your faith by liking this video, because your response right now matters more than you understand. I am not leaving you without direction, because even inside this warning, there is still a way out, and it is still close enough for you to take. You must turn your attention back to me. Not halfway, not casually, but fully and sincerely, because only then can you receive the protection you need. You must release what you already know is pulling you away, even if it feels comfortable, familiar, or easy to justify. Comfort has been deceiving you. I am asking you to trust me beyond what your mind can explain, to follow what I place in your heart, even when it does not make sense at first. This is how you move away from what is forming and into the safety I have prepared. Do not delay any longer, because delay is what brought you to this edge, and more delay will push you past it. You may believe there is still time, but time has been shortening quietly, and this is why I am speaking with such force now. I am not speaking to everyone. I am speaking to you, because you are the one who must decide whether you will listen or continue ignoring what you already know. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. And you are not without help. But help requires your response. I will not force you, but I will warn you clearly, because this is your last chance to turn. The tragedy I speak of was not meant to claim your life. Yet you are moving closer to it by remaining where you are. It is like standing in the path of something already moving and hoping it will simply miss you. But it will not change direction on its own. I am calling you to step aside, to move away, and to choose differently. So what is coming does not take hold in your life. You have been given signs. And even now, this moment is a sign stronger than the others because it carries a final call. If you receive it, you will be led into safety. If you ignore it, you will face what follows. Type yes to affirm. These were not random actions. They were steps that slowly moved you closer to what your spirit now senses approaching. I am not exposing this to shame you. I am revealing it so you can finally understand how close you have come. This is the moment where truth must be faced without excuses, because only then can you turn away from what has been quietly building around you. You have been distracted by things that seemed harmless, but they have been pulling your attention away from what truly matters. Your focus has been scattered, your spirit has been tired, and your connection with me has not been as strong as it once was. I have tried to pull you back through moments of clarity, through sudden thoughts that interrupted your routine, through feelings that something needed to change. Still, you kept returning to the same patterns, believing there would always be another chance. I am telling you now, this is the chance you have been waiting for, and there will not be another warning after this. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. The reason I speak with such intensity is because I see what you cannot yet fully see. And I know how quickly things can shift once the moment arrives. You may feel like everything is still under control, like you can manage what comes next. But that is not the truth of what is ahead. What is forming is stronger than your current position, and without my guidance, you will not be able to stand against it. This is why I am calling you to come closer to me now, not later, not when it becomes obvious, but in this very moment. The earlier you respond, the greater the protection you will receive. Type 777 to receive blessings. Do not mistake my anger for rejection, because even now I am holding space for your return. My anger is the response of a protector who sees harm approaching and refuses to stay silent any longer. If I did not care about you, I would allow you to continue without interruption. But I have chosen to interrupt you because your life matters to me. I have placed purpose within you, and I will not watch that purpose be destroyed by something that could have been avoided. You are not just another voice in the crowd. You are someone I have called, someone I have kept, and someone I still want to lead into safety. There are things you must release immediately, even if they feel familiar, because they are no longer safe for you. Some connections you have held on to have been weakening your spirit. Some environments you continue to return to have been clouding your judgment. You have sensed this before, yet you stayed hoping things would change on their own. I am telling you now that they will not change unless you choose differently. And that choice must happen without delay. Letting go may feel difficult for a moment, but staying will cost you far more if you continue. I am also calling you to quiet your mind and listen, because I will guide you step by step if you allow me to. You do not need to understand everything at once. You only need to follow what I reveal to you in each moment. When I prompt you to step away, do not hesitate. When I nudge you to speak or to remain silent, trust that I know what is best for you. My guidance will not confuse you. It will bring clarity and peace. Even if the decision itself feels challenging, this is how you begin to move out of danger and into the protection that has always been available to you. You may be feeling fear right now, but do not let that fear paralyze you, because this is not a moment to freeze. It is a moment to act. Fear can either push you closer to me or pull you further away. And I want you to choose the path that leads you into safety. I am not calling you to panic. I am calling you to respond with faith. To trust that even in this warning, there is a way forward. You are not trapped. You are being redirected. And that redirection is your chance to avoid what is coming. Take this seriously, but do not lose hope, because hope is still alive in this moment. Type 222 if you trust God. I need you to understand that obedience in this moment will create a barrier between you and what is forming, while disobedience will remove that barrier completely. This is not a small decision. It is one that will shape what unfolds next in your life. You have more influence over your path than you realize. But only if you align your choices with what I am showing you now. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for sincerity, for a real turning of your heart and your actions toward what is right. When you take that step, I will meet you there with strength, with protection, and with guidance that will not fail you. You are not alone in this. Even if it feels like you are standing at the edge by yourself, I am closer than you think, watching every step, ready to intervene as soon as you choose to follow what I am placing before you. I have not abandoned you in your confusion, and I will not abandon you now in this critical moment, but I will not override your will, because your choice matters, and it must come from you. This is why I am speaking so directly, because I want you to see clearly what is at stake. What is coming does not have to define you, and it does not have to reach you. But that depends on what you do with this warning. You can either dismiss it and continue as you were, or you can take it seriously and begin to move differently from this point forward. Every step you take after this moment will either lead you closer to safety or closer to what you have been warned about. I am giving you the clarity you need so that you do not walk blindly into something that could have been avoided. That is because I have not stopped reaching for you, even when you have delayed your response. This moment is different, because now you are hearing clearly what you have only sensed before. And what you do next will decide everything that follows. There are patterns in your life that you have recognized but not fully addressed. And those patterns have been opening doors you should have closed long ago. You have allowed certain thoughts to remain, certain influences to stay, and certain behaviors to repeat, even when you knew they were pulling you away from what is right. I have given you chances to correct these things in smaller moments, but you did not take them seriously. And now those small things have grown into something larger. This is how danger often forms. Not all at once, but through repeated choices that seem insignificant at first. I am showing you this now, so you can finally break what has been building before it reaches its full effect. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth, supported by 4 neuroscience labs. This easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations. It's all becoming possible, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not powerless in this situation, even though it may feel overwhelming, because I have already placed within you what you need to turn this around. The strength you need is not something you must search for outside yourself. It is something I have already given you, waiting for you to use it. You have doubted your ability to change. You have questioned whether you could truly step away from what has held you. But I am telling you now that you can. The moment you choose to align with me, you will feel that strength rise within you, and what once felt difficult will begin to shift. This is not because you are doing it alone, but because I am with you, guiding you with every step you take. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You must also understand that not everything that feels good is meant for you, and not everything that is familiar is safe. You have held on to certain things because they gave you comfort, because they filled a space inside you, but they have also been keeping you from what is better. I am asking you to release what no longer serves you, even if it feels uncomfortable at first, because what I have for you requires space. When you let go, you are not losing. You are making room for something greater to enter your life. Trust that what I am removing is not meant to harm you, but to prepare you for what is ahead. There are also voices around you that have been influencing your direction, and not all of them have been leading you in the right way. Some have encouraged you to stay where you are, to avoid change, to continue on a path that feels easy but leads you further from safety. You have listened to them at times because it was easier than listening to the quiet voice within you that called for something different. I am asking you now to discern carefully, to recognize which voices bring you closer to truth and which ones pull you away from it. You do not need to follow the crowd when I am already guiding you towards something better. The urgency of this moment is not meant to overwhelm you, but to awaken you fully, because you have been moving through life without fully seeing what is unfolding around you. I am opening your eyes now so you can recognize what needs to change and what must be left behind. This is not about fear. It is about clarity, because once you see clearly, you can choose differently. You are being given a chance to step out of a path that leads to harm and into a path that leads to protection and peace. This is the turning point, and it is happening right now. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I am calling you to come back to me with sincerity, not with half effort, not with occasional attention, but with a full and willing heart. You have drifted at times. You have allowed distance to grow between us. But that distance can be closed the moment you decide to return. I am not waiting to reject you. I am waiting to receive you, to restore what has been weakened, and to strengthen you for what lies ahead. You do not need to fix everything coming to me. You only need to come as you are and allow me to guide the process. This is how transformation begins, not through perfection, but through willingness. There is still time to change your direction, but that time is not something you can keep postponing, because each delay brings you closer to what you have been warned about. I am urging you again to act now, to make the decision that you have been avoiding, to step away from what you know is not right. Do not wait for things to become worse before you take this seriously, because by then it will be harder to turn. You are being given the advantage of knowing before it happens, and that is something many do not receive. Use this moment wisely, because it has been given to you for a reason. You are chosen, and that is why I am speaking to you in this way, because your life holds value and purpose that I will not allow to be destroyed without a fight. I have plans for you that go beyond what you can currently see, and I want you to step into those plans without the weight of what has been holding you back. This is your opportunity to align with what I have prepared for you, to walk in a direction that leads to life instead of loss. But that alignment requires your response, your willingness to listen, and your courage to act. I am still here with you, and I will continue to guide you as long as you choose to follow what I am placing before you. You are not being left alone in this process. You are being led step by step away from what is forming and into what I have already prepared. You have been given clarity that you did not have before, and that clarity is a gift meant to guide you out of danger. If you ignore it, you will walk forward with full awareness and still step into what could have been avoided. This is why I continue to speak with urgency, because I want you to move while the door is still open. There have been times when you felt protected without even knowing why. Moments when things could have gone wrong, but somehow did not. That was not luck. It was my hand over your life, shielding you even when you were not paying attention. I have stepped in for you more times than you realize, redirecting situations, softening outcomes, and keeping you from harm that could have reached you. But protection is not meant to replace obedience. And there comes a point where you must respond to what I am showing you. This is that point where continued protection depends on your willingness to listen and act. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe, proven by neuroscience. This 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You have been carrying things that are not meant for you to carry anymore, and those burdens have been clouding your judgment and slowing your steps. Some of these burdens are tied to past mistakes, others to relationships or situations that no longer belong in your life. You have held on to them because they felt familiar, because letting go seemed uncertain, but they have been weighing you down more than you know. I am asking you now to release them, not gradually, not halfway, but completely, so you can move freely into what I have prepared. When you let go, you will feel a shift, a lightness that confirms you are moving in the right direction. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. Do not allow doubt to take control in this moment, because doubt will try to convince you that this is not necessary, that you can wait, that things will work out on their own. That voice is not from me, and it will lead you in the wrong direction if you follow it. I am calling you to trust what I am placing before you, even if it challenges your comfort or your pre-existing way of thinking. Faith is not about seeing everything clearly before you move. It is about trusting me enough to move even when you do not see the full picture. This is where your strength will grow and where your path will begin to change. You are not being asked to make a small adjustment. You are being called to make a real change, one that requires intention and commitment. This may involve stepping away from things you once relied on, changing habits that have become routine, or choosing a different direction than the one you have been following. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is part of the process of growth and protection. What you are leaving behind is not meant to go with you into the next phase of your life. I am preparing you for something better, but you must be willing to move forward without what is holding you back. There are also moments ahead where you will be tested, where you will be given the choice to return to old ways or continue in the new direction I am guiding you toward. These moments will reveal your commitment, and they will shape how firmly you stand in what you are choosing now. Do not be surprised when these tests come, because they are part of the process, not a sign that you are failing. Each time you choose to stay aligned with what I have shown you, you will grow stronger and more secure. This is how you build a foundation that cannot be easily shaken. Type 555 if you receive this warning. I want you to understand that I'm not only warning you about what to avoid, I am also leading you toward what will bring you peace, stability, and purpose. There is a path ahead that is free from the danger you have been moving toward. And it is a path I have already prepared for you. When you follow my guidance, you will begin to see doors open that were previously closed. Opportunities that align with your growth and your calling. You will experience a sense of direction that you have been missing. A clarity that confirms you are moving where you are meant to be. This is not something distant. It begins the moment you choose to follow what I am showing you now. You may still feel uncertain about what lies ahead. And that is natural because you are stepping into something new. But do not let uncertainty stop you, because I will not leave you without direction as you move forward. I will guide you in ways that are clear and consistent through thoughts, through moments of clarity, through circumstances that align with the path you are choosing. You only need to remain attentive and willing to follow, and you will not be led astray. This is how you walk in safety, not by knowing everything, but by staying close to me. You are not too far gone. You have not made too many mistakes, and you have not missed your opportunity, because this moment is still yours to respond to. I am giving you this final warning because I still see your potential. I still see what you can become, and I still want you to walk in what I have prepared. Do not let fear convince you that it is too late, because it is not. But it will be if you continue to delay. This is your moment to act, your moment to turn, your moment to step into the protection that is still available to you. You are beginning to understand that this moment is not ordinary, and that what I am saying to you is not something to hear once and forget. I am calling you into a deeper awareness where you no longer move through life on autopilot, but with intention and discernment. You have lived through seasons where you reacted without thinking, where you allowed circumstances to guide you instead of truth. That way of living has brought you closer to what you are now being warned about. This is why I am asking you to slow down, to become aware, and to choose each step with purpose from this point forward. There are hidden consequences attached to the path you have been on, and they have not fully revealed themselves yet. You have seen glimpses of them, small signs that something was not right, but you did not stay long enough in that awareness to make a change. You turned away from those signs because they were uncomfortable, because they required you to face something within yourself that you did not want to confront. I am telling you now that ignoring those signs will not remove the consequences. It will only delay them until they arrive with greater force. This is your opportunity to interrupt that pattern before it reaches its full outcome. You must become honest with yourself in a way you have avoided before, because truth is what will set you free from what has been building. You cannot continue pretending that certain things do not matter when deep inside you know they do. You cannot keep justifying actions that you know are pulling you away from what is right. I am asking you to face these things directly, not with shame, but with clarity, so you can finally choose differently. This kind of honesty is not meant to break you. It is meant to restore you. Type 333 if you choose truth. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now, endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs. It reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives. Luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I see the struggle within you, the part that wants to change and the part that resists. And I understand that this is not easy for you. Change requires letting go. And letting go can feel like losing something, even when what you are losing is not good for you. But I am asking you to trust me beyond that feeling, because what you are releasing cannot compare to what you will gain. You are not being asked to walk into emptiness. You are being led into something better. Something that will bring you peace instead of confusion. This is the exchange that is being offered to you right now. There are habits that have quietly shaped your life. Patterns that you have repeated so often that they feel normal, even when they are not healthy. These habits have influenced your decisions, your reactions, and your direction more than you realize. I am calling you to break these patterns, not through your own strength alone, but by allowing me to guide you through the process. You do not have to do everything at once, but you must begin, because delay is what has allowed these patterns to grow stronger. Each step you take away from them will weaken their hold over you. You are also being called to guard your environment more carefully, because what surrounds you has a strong influence on how you think and how you act. You have allowed certain things into your space that have been shaping your mindset in ways you did not fully recognize. These influences have been subtle, but they have been powerful, leading you slowly away from what is right. I am asking you to be mindful of what you allow into your life, because not everything is meant to stay. When you create a space that aligns with truth, it becomes easier to walk in the direction I am guiding you. Type 444 to receive protection. Do not underestimate the importance of small decisions, because it is often the small choices that lead to the biggest outcomes over time. You may think that changing one thing will not make a difference, but it is the beginning of a shift that will grow with each step you take. Every time you choose what is right, even in a small way, you are moving further from danger and closer to safety. This is how transformation happens, not in one moment, but through consistent choices that align with truth. I am asking you to commit to those choices, starting now. There will be moments when you feel tempted to return to what is familiar, especially when the new path feels uncertain or challenging. This is where your focus must remain strong, because returning to old ways will only bring you back to the same place you are trying to leave. I will remind you in those moments, through thoughts, through feelings, through quiet nudges that guide you back to what is right. Pay attention to those reminders, because they are part of how I lead you. When you follow them, you will stay on the path that leads to protection. You are not being asked to walk this path alone, because I am with you in every step, strengthening you, guiding you, and protecting you as you move forward. There will be moments when you feel uncertain, but you are never without direction when you stay connected to me. I will make the next step clear when you need it, and I will provide what you need to take it. This is how you move forward with confidence, not by knowing everything in advance, but by trusting the guidance you receive in each moment. You have been given a clear warning, but also a clear path forward. And now it is up to you to choose which one you will follow. You can continue as you have been, ignoring what you know deep inside, or you can take this seriously and begin to change your direction. The choice is yours, but the outcome will follow the path you choose. I am urging you to choose wisely, to act without delay, and to trust that I am leading you into safety. There are decisions in front of you that you have been postponing, choices you have delayed because you hoped they would resolve themselves without your involvement. but they will not resolve on their own because they require your willingness to act. You already know what those decisions are. You have felt them pressing on your heart. You have thought about them more than once. Each time you ignored them, they did not disappear. They only grew heavier within you. I am telling you now that those decisions must be made, and they must be made without delay, because they are directly connected to what you are being warned about. When you begin to act, do not expect everything to feel easy immediately, because change often brings resistance at first. That resistance may come from within you in the form of doubt or hesitation, or it may come from outside you through people or circumstances that try to pull you back. This is where your focus must remain strong, because what you are doing now is not temporary. It is a shift in direction. Every step you take in alignment with what I have shown, you will weaken the hold of what once controlled you. This is how you move forward. Not by avoiding resistance, but by continuing despite it. Type 888 to receive strength. You must also learn to recognize the difference between what is urgent and what is important, because not everything that demands your attention deserves your focus. There have been many distractions in your life that have taken your time and energy away from what truly matters. These distractions have kept you busy, but not aligned. Active, but not protected. I am asking you to redirect your attention toward what will strengthen you, what will guide you, and what will keep you grounded in truth. When your focus is right, your decisions will follow, and your path will begin to change. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down any time. Click the link in the description and comments to know the secret before it's gone forever. You are being called into a place of discipline where you no longer allow yourself to drift without direction, but instead choose your actions with purpose. This discipline is not meant to restrict you. It is meant to guard you, to keep you from drifting into places that were never safe for your spirit. You have already seen what happens when you move without intention, how quickly you can be pulled into situations that do not support your growth. Now is the moment to change that pattern, to take hold of your direction by aligning every choice with what I have revealed to you. This is how you begin building a life that feels secure and stable. There are also areas in your life where you stayed silent when you should have spoken, and spoke when silence would have protected you. Your words carry influence, and the way you use them affects the road you walk. I am calling you to become mindful of your words, to speak with purpose, and to avoid anything that pulls you away from truth. When your words come into alignment with what is right, you strengthen your position and protect yourself from unnecessary harm. This is part of the transformation happening within you. Type 666 if you accept this change. Do not forget that I am with you through this process, leading you through each step. Even when you are uncertain about what comes next, you are not expected to understand everything alone, because I am giving you direction as you move forward. When you pause and listen, you will receive the guidance you need, often in ways that are simple and clear. It may come as a thought, a feeling, or a sudden moment of clarity that shows you the next step. Trust those moments, because they are part of how I lead you away from what is forming. You may also begin to notice certain things falling away from your life as you move forward. Things that once seemed permanent or important. This is not loss. It is alignment, because what no longer fits your path will naturally begin to separate from you. Do not fight this process because it is part of your protection. When something leaves that was never meant to remain, it creates space for what is right to enter. Trust that what stays and what comes next will be better suited for the direction I am leading you. The warning you have received is not meant to leave you afraid, but to move you into action that brings safety and peace. When you respond to this warning with obedience, you will begin to feel something shift within you. A sense of direction replacing the confusion you once carried. This is the result of aligning with what I have shown you, and it will keep growing as you continue on this path. You will begin to see changes in your life, not all at once, but steadily as you keep moving in the right direction. You are not too weak to do this, and you are not too late to change your course because this moment is still being given to you. I would not be speaking to you if it were already too late, because this warning itself is proof that there is still time to turn, but that time must be used, not ignored, because it will not remain open forever. This is why I continue urging you to act now, to take what you have heard seriously, and to begin making the changes that must be made. You are being led away from something that could harm you and into something that will protect and strengthen you. This is not only about avoiding danger, it is about stepping into a life that is aligned with truth and purpose. When you follow this path, you will not only be safe, you will be strengthened, prepared, and positioned for what is ahead. But it begins with your response in this moment. It is in these subtle moments that your commitment will be tested, and your response will determine whether you keep moving forward or slip back into what you were brought out of. Stay alert, because not every opportunity is meant for you, and not every open door leads to safety. There are patterns you have already started breaking, and you must recognize that, because it proves you are capable of change. Do not overlook your progress, even if it feels small, because every step you have taken has been moving you away from what once held you down. I see your effort, I see your willingness, and I am strengthening you as you continue. But you must not become comfortable too quickly, because growth requires consistency, not occasional action. Keep moving in the direction you have started, because stopping now would only allow the old patterns to regain their hold. There will be voices that try to confuse you, both from within you and from around you, suggesting that you have already done enough, or that this warning was not as serious as it seemed. These voices will try to weaken your resolve, make you question what you heard, and make you doubt what you felt. But you must not allow confusion to take root, because clarity has already been given to you. Hold on to that clarity. Return to it when doubt tries to rise, and let it guide your decisions. This is how you remain steady when everything around you tries to shift. Type 999 to stay protected. You must also learn to recognize the difference between temporary relief and true peace, because many things can make you feel better for a moment while leading you farther from what is right. True peace will not pull you away from me. It will draw you closer. It will align you with truth and strengthen your spirit. Temporary relief, however, will distract you, delay your progress, and keep you from making the changes you need. I am asking you to choose peace over comfort, because peace will sustain you while comfort without truth will eventually fail you. This is an important distinction that will guide you in the days ahead. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual, now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. verified by 4 top neuroscience labs. This easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are also entering a phase where your environment must reflect the direction you are choosing, because your surroundings influence your thoughts and your actions more than you realize. If you remain in places that encourage the old patterns, it will be harder for you to maintain the new direction. This does not mean you must isolate yourself, but it does mean you must be intentional about where you spend your time and who you allow to influence you. Choose environments that support your growth, that encourage truth, and that align with what you are becoming. This is part of how you protect yourself from slipping back. Type 111 if you choose peace. I am also asking you to pay attention to your inner responses, because your spirit will begin to react more quickly to what is right and what is not. You will feel a sense of unease when something does not align with the path you are on, and you will feel a sense of calm when you are moving in the right direction. Do not ignore these signals, because they are part of how I communicate with you. The more you listen to them, the clearer they will become, and the easier it will be for you to make decisions that keep you safe. This is how you develop discernment, through attention and response. There will be moments when you feel tired, when you question whether the effort is worth it, or when you are tempted to return to what feels easier. In those moments, remember why you started, remember what you have been warned about, and remember what you moving toward. You are not making these changes without reason. You are doing it to protect your life, your peace, and your future. The effort you are putting in now is preventing something far more difficult later. Stay focused on the outcome, not just the moment, because that is what will keep you moving forward. You are not alone in this process. Even when it feels like you are the only one making these changes, I am with you in every step, strengthening you, guiding you, and helping you remain steady when things feel uncertain. You may not always feel my presence in a strong way, but that does not mean I am not there. I am working in ways you cannot always see, aligning things around you to support the direction you are choosing. Trust that even when you do not feel it, you are being supported. The warning you have received is still active, but your response is already beginning to change your position. You are no longer standing still. You are moving away from what is forming. And that movement matters. Continue in this direction, because every step you take increases the distance between you and what could have reached you. This is how protection works. Not always by removing the danger, but by guiding you away from its path. Stay on this path, and you will remain out of reach of what is coming. Do not allow yourself to become careless again, because carelessness is what brought you close to this point before. Stay aware, stay intentional, and stay connected to what you have been shown. This is not a temporary adjustment. It is a new way of living that will keep you safe beyond this moment. What you are building now will continue to protect you in the future. As long as you remain consistent, you are being shaped through this process, becoming stronger, wiser, and more aware of the path you are walking. This is not only about avoiding what is coming, it is about preparing you for what lies ahead after this moment has passed. There is more for you beyond this. Something greater. Something that requires the strength you are developing now. But you must continue, because stopping would interrupt what is being built within you. You must learn to move forward even when you do not feel motivated. because the path you are walking requires commitment, not just inspiration. I am strengthening you for this. But you must also choose to stand firm when your emotions try to shift your direction. This is how you build stability that cannot be easily shaken. You have already seen how quickly things can change when you begin to move in the right direction. And that is not by accident. When you align with what I have placed before you, things begin to shift. Sometimes quietly, sometimes in ways you can clearly see. These shifts are confirmation that you are moving away from what was forming and into what has been prepared for you. But do not let these early changes make you relax too soon, because this is still a process that requires your attention. Stay focused, because what you are building is not temporary, it is meant to last. There are still areas in your life that need to be brought into alignment, things that you may have overlooked or not fully addressed yet. As you continue, I will reveal these areas to you, not all at once, but step by step, so you can handle them with clarity. Do not resist when something is brought to your attention, even if it feels difficult to face, because that is part of your growth. Each adjustment you make strengthens your position and moves you further from danger. Trust the process, even when it challenges you, because it is leading you towards safety and stability. Type 1313 if you stay consistent. You must also guard your thoughts carefully, because your thoughts influence your actions more than you realize. There have been patterns of thinking that have kept you in the same place, repeating the same cycles without change. I am calling you to become aware of these patterns and to replace them with thoughts that align with truth and direction. When a thought arises that leads you back toward what you are leaving behind, do not entertain it. Do not follow it, but redirect your focus. This is how you take control of your mind and prevent it from leading you back into old patterns. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives, from crushing debt to dream vacations. This could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be moments when you feel pressure from others, whether directly or indirectly, to return to what is familiar or to slow down your progress. Not everyone will understand the changes you are making, and some may even question or challenge your decisions. You must not allow their opinions to override what you have been shown, because your path is not determined by others. I am guiding you according to what is right for you, and that guidance must remain your priority. Stay firm in your direction, even when it sets you apart, because that is part of your protection. Type 1414 to stay aligned. I also want you to recognize that what you are doing now is not only affecting your present, it is shaping your future in ways that will become clear over time. The choices you are making are creating a foundation that will support what is ahead, something that you cannot fully see yet. This is why it is so important to remain consistent, because every step you take is contributing to something greater. You are not just avoiding danger, you are preparing for what comes after, something that requires you to be strong, clear, and aligned. Keep this in mind when you feel tempted to slow down or turn back. You may also notice that your perspective is beginning to change, that things you once accepted without question now stand out to you differently. This is a sign of growth, a sign that you are becoming more aware and more discerning. Do not ignore this shift. because it is helping you see what is right and what is not more clearly. The more you pay attention to this change, the stronger it will become, guiding you more easily in your decisions. This is part of the transformation that is taking place within you. There are still moments ahead where you will be tested, where you will be given opportunities to either stay on this path or return to what you have left behind. These tests are not meant to harm you. They are meant to strengthen you, to confirm your commitment, and to solidify your direction. When these moments come, remember everything you have been shown. Remember why you started and choose accordingly. Each time you choose to remain aligned, you will grow stronger and more secure in your path. You are not walking this path alone. Even when it feels like you are the only one making these changes, I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and providing what you need as you move forward. There will be moments when you feel uncertain, but you are never without direction when you stay connected to me. I will continue to lead you, step by step, as long as you remain willing to follow. This is how you move forward with confidence, even when you do not see everything ahead. The warning that was given to you is still important, but your response is already changing the outcome. You are no longer standing in the same position. You are moving, and that movement matters. Continue in this direction, because every step you take is increasing the distance between you and what was forming. This is how you secure your path, through consistent action and continued alignment. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay connected to what you have been shown, because this is how you will reach the place where you are fully clear of what has been coming. Do not allow yourself to become distracted or careless, because this process requires your full attention. What you are building now will not only protect you, it will prepare you for what lies ahead. You are now approaching a point where the distance between you and what was once forming around you has grown. And yet you must not assume that the journey is complete. There is still a need for awareness, because even when you have moved away from danger, there can be moments where it tries to reach back toward you. This is why I'm reminding you to remain steady, not out of fear, but out of wisdom, because wisdom keeps you protected long after the warning has passed. You have come far from where you were, and that progress is real, but it must be maintained through continued alignment. Do not relax your attention now, because consistency is what will secure everything you have begun. There are changes within you that are becoming stronger, changes that are shaping how you think, how you respond, and how you move forward. You are no longer the same as you were when this warning first reached you, because you have begun to shift your direction. That shift is not only external, it is internal, affecting the way you see yourself and the way you approach your life. You are becoming more aware, more intentional, and more aligned with what is right. This transformation is what will keep you protected, because it changes the way you interact with everything around you. You may begin to notice that certain things no longer appeal to you in the same way they once did. And that is not something to resist. It is a sign that you are growing beyond what once held your attention, beyond what once influenced your choices. Allow this change to continue, because it is guiding you away from what could have caused harm and toward what will support your growth. Do not try to hold on to what is fading, because it is fading for a reason. What is meant for you will remain, and what is not will continue to fall away. Type 1515 if you embrace change. There will still be moments when you are reminded of your past, when thoughts or situations bring back what you have left behind. These moments are not meant to pull you back. but to show you how far you have come and to strengthen your resolve. When you face these reminders, do not dwell on them or allow them to take control, but acknowledge them and continue forward. This is how you break the connection with what no longer belongs in your life. Each time you choose not to return, you reinforce the new direction you are walking in. You are also entering a phase where your decisions will begin to feel more natural, where choosing what is right becomes easier than it was before. This is the result of the consistency you have maintained, the effort you have put into changing your direction. Do not take this for granted because it is something you have built through your actions. Continue to nurture this because it will carry you forward even when new challenges arise. The more you strengthen this pattern, the more stable your path will become. Type 1616 to stay strong. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. I want you to understand that what you have done has not only protected you from what was coming, it has also positioned you for something greater that lies ahead. There is a path opening before you that you could not have accessed if you had remained where you were. This path is not only safe, it is aligned with purpose, with growth, and with a future that holds more than what you have known. But you must continue walking in this direction because what lies ahead requires the strength and clarity you are developing now. Do not slow down because there is more for you to receive. There may still be moments of uncertainty because you are stepping into something new, something that is not yet fully familiar to you. But do not let uncertainty make you hesitate because I am guiding you through it. You do not need to have every answer in advance. You only need to follow what is placed before you in each moment. This is how you move forward without fear, by trusting the guidance you are receiving. Each step will become clearer as you take it, and you will not be left without direction. You have been strengthened through this process, not only in your actions, but in your understanding, your awareness, and your connection with me. This strength will continue to grow as you remain aligned. As you continue to choose what is right, you are not the same as you were before, and that change is something you must carry forward. It is part of your protection, part of your growth, and part of what will lead you into what is ahead. Do not forget what you have learned, because it will continue to guide you. There is also a sense of peace that will begin to settle within you. A peace that comes from knowing you are no longer moving toward what you were warned about. This peace is not temporary. It is the result of your alignment, your obedience, and your willingness to act. Allow yourself to feel it, to recognize it, because it is confirmation that you are on the right path. This peace will continue to grow as you remain consistent, becoming a steady presence within you. You have moved away from what was forming, and that is something you must acknowledge, because it shows that your response has made a difference. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new direction, one that will continue to unfold as you move forward. Stay committed to this path, because it will lead you into something greater than what you have left behind. I am guiding you, I am strengthening you, and I am preparing you for what lies ahead. Keep your focus, keep your discipline, and keep your connection strong, because this is how you will continue to move forward without losing what you have gained. Do not allow yourself to become careless, because carelessness can undo what has been built. Stay aware, stay intentional, and stay aligned with what you have been shown. This is how you secure your path and continue to grow. You are no longer standing where you once were. And that change has come because you chose to listen and to act. Continue in that same spirit, because it will carry you into what is ahead. I am with you in every step, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you forward. Keep moving, and you will continue to see the result of your obedience unfold in your life. Congratulations. God says a sudden miracle is coming to your home. If you don't listen to God now, you won't receive it. You are not reading this by accident, and you cannot afford to ignore what is being spoken to you right now, because something real is already moving towards your life. And it is closer than you think. I am telling you plainly that a sudden shift is prepared for your home. And if your heart turns away or becomes distracted in this moment, you will miss something that was meant to change your situation completely. This is not a distant promise or a slow unfolding plan, but a present and urgent movement that requires your attention, your openness, and your faith right now. Stay with these words, because what you are about to receive carries weight, and missing even a part of it may cause you to overlook the blessing that has already been assigned to you. Type Amen if you believe. What I am revealing to you is simple but powerful, because the miracle that is coming to your home is not just about things changing on the outside. It is about a divine interruption that breaks cycles, lifts burdens, and restores what has been quietly breaking within you. You have been carrying silent battles, unseen worries, and moments where you felt like nothing was moving forward. Yet, I have been working behind every closed door that you could not open on your own. The suddenness of this miracle means it will not follow your expectations or your timing, and it will arrive in a way that makes it clear that it came from me alone. This is why listening now matters, because your awareness and your readiness are part of how you receive what is already being released. There are moments when people wait for signs, but I am telling you that this is the sign, and this is the moment where you must lean in and not pull away. What is coming will touch your home, your peace, and your direction, and it will bring a sense of relief that you have been longing for, even if you have not spoken it out loud. I am not asking for perfection from you, but I am asking for your attention, because when you give me your focus, you open the door for what I am sending to fully enter your life. Do not treat this lightly, because what is being prepared is something that will not return in the same way if it is ignored. If this touches your heart, take a moment to like this video, because it helps this truth reach others who are also waiting for what I am about to do. You have wondered at times why certain delays happened, why certain doors stayed closed, and why answers seemed to take longer than you expected. But those delays were not empty or meaningless. I was positioning things, aligning people, and removing what would have blocked what I am now bringing to you. The miracle that is coming is not random, and it is not fragile, because it has been formed through patience, protection, and purpose. This is why it carries weight, and this is why it requires your full attention right now. In your home, there has been tension, quiet heaviness, or moments where peace felt distant, and I have seen every part of it without you needing to explain it. I know the atmosphere you have been living in, and I know the prayers that were whispered when no one else was around to hear them. What I am about to do will not just change one small part, but it will shift the atmosphere itself, bringing a sense of calm, clarity, and unexpected relief. This is how you will know that it is from me, because it will reach deeper than surface changes and touch what truly matters. Type yes to receive. You must understand that listening now is not just about hearing words, but about allowing your heart to stay open and not closing off through doubt or distraction. There are moments when people come close to receiving something powerful, but they step away because they do not recognize the importance of the moment they are in. I do not want that to happen to you, which is why I am speaking clearly and directly so that you do not miss what has already been set into motion for your life. Your willingness to stay present is part of how you align yourself with what I am doing. I am not distant from you, and I am not unaware of your situation because I have been near you in every moment. Even when you felt alone or uncertain, the miracle that is coming to your home carries my presence with it. And that presence will bring peace where there has been unrest and direction where there has been confusion. You will begin to notice changes that feel sudden, but they will be the result of what has been prepared over time. This is why I am asking you to listen now, because recognition is part of receiving. Do not let fear or overthinking pull you away from this moment, because those things have often tried to stand between you and what I am doing. You have already come too far to turn away now. And what is in front of you is too important to be ignored or dismissed. You are still here. And that is not something to take lightly, because staying present in this moment is already aligning you with what I am doing in your life. Many turn away too soon, not realizing that the very thing they have been waiting for was already beginning to unfold. And I do not want that to be your story. What is coming to your home is no longer delayed, and it is not uncertain, because I have already put it in motion with purpose and care. You may not see every detail yet, but that does not change the truth, that something real is drawing closer with every passing moment. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly stepping into luxury? Secret CIA research has now surfaced, revealing a brain-hacking ritual said to attract wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home. And it is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and stepping into luxury right now. But this information will not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. The miracle approaching your home will not arrive quietly in the way you expected, because it will carry a shift. You will feel not only something you observe, there will be a change in the atmosphere around you, a sense that something heavy has been lifted, and a clarity that begins replacing confusion. You have lived through days when it felt like nothing was moving, when your efforts seemed unseen, and when your prayers felt like they were echoing without an answer. But that time was not empty, because I was preparing this very moment, building something that would not collapse once it reached you. What I am bringing into your home is not temporary relief. It is a real turning point that will begin restoring what has been worn down over time. You have carried responsibilities, emotions, and pressures that others never fully understood, and you kept going, even when it felt like too much. I saw every quiet effort, every moment when you chose to keep standing instead of giving up, and I have not ignored any of it. This miracle is not only about changing your situation, but about honoring the strength you showed when life felt heavy. Type 1 to affirm. There are things that have been out of place, things that did not feel right, and situations that resisted resolution no matter how much you tried to fix them. I am stepping into those areas, not with partial answers, but with a complete shift that will begin bringing things back into alignment. You will start to notice that what once felt stuck begins to move, and what once felt confusing begins to make sense. This is how you will recognize my hand at work, because it will not depend on your effort alone. Do not underestimate how quickly things can change when I move. Because what feels impossible to you can shift in a moment when I decide the time has come. The suddenness of this miracle is part of its purpose, because it will remind you that I am not limited by the delays you experienced before. You have known slow progress, and you have learned patience through waiting. But now you are entering a moment where things begin unfolding in a way that feels immediate. This is not meant to overwhelm you, but to restore your confidence in what I can do. You may feel mixed emotions as this begins to happen, because when something long-awaited finally arrives, it can feel both relieving and unfamiliar at the same time. Let yourself receive it without resistance, because this is not something you need to earn again or question. I am not bringing this into your home to confuse you, but to bless you and bring peace into areas that have been unsettled. Trust what you begin to see and feel, because it will be guided by my presence. There have been moments when you doubted whether things would ever truly change, and those thoughts weighed on you more than you realized. I am lifting that weight now, not by ignoring what you endured, but by bringing something that replaces doubt with assurance. You will begin to feel a stability that has been missing, and it will not come from circumstances alone, but from the way I am working within your life. This is how you will know that this is not a passing moment, but a real shift. Type 777 to receive blessings. In your home, there will be a quiet but powerful change that touches not only one area, but everything connected to it. Relationships will begin to soften. Tension will begin to ease, and what once felt heavy will begin to feel lighter. This will not happen by chance, because it is the result of what I have been preparing, even when you could not see it. You have been standing in a place of waiting, and now you are stepping into a place of receiving. Stay aware of what is happening around you, because sometimes people miss what I am doing because they expect it to look a certain way. The miracle coming to your home may not match the picture you carried in your mind, but it will meet the deeper need you have been holding. This is why listening matters, because it keeps your heart open to recognize what is being given to you. Do not close yourself off by comparing it to your expectations, because what I bring is always purposeful. I am not only changing your surroundings, but also strengthening you within, so you can hold what is coming without fear or uncertainty. You have grown through everything you faced, even when it did not feel like growth at the time, and that growth has prepared you for this moment. What you are about to receive is not beyond you, because I have already been shaping you for it. You are ready. Even if you still feel unsure, this is a time to remain steady, not allowing distractions to pull you away from what is unfolding. There will always be voices and thoughts that try to create doubt, but you must choose to stay focused on what I am doing. What I am bringing into your home is not fragile, but your attention and your faith will allow it to settle and grow in the way it is meant to. Do not let anything cause you to step back when you are this close to receiving something that has been prepared with care. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The miracle coming to your home will not only bring relief, but it will also bring restoration to areas that felt lost or worn out. There have been parts of your life where you felt like something had faded, where hope felt distant, and where you quietly accepted less than what you truly needed. I have seen those moments, and I have not forgotten them. Even when you stopped speaking about them, what I am doing now is reaching into those exact places and restoring strength, clarity, and peace in a way that will feel deeply personal to you. Do not be surprised when things begin to change in ways that feel unexpected, because my ways are not limited to what you have seen before. You may notice that opportunities begin to appear, that conversations begin to shift, or that solutions come in ways you did not plan. This is how you will recognize that I am moving, because it will not rely on your effort alone. You have carried enough on your own. And now you are stepping into a moment where you are supported by what I am doing around you. Type 1010 to claim miracles. There are patterns that have repeated in your life, situations that seem to return no matter how much you tried to move forward. And those patterns have created a sense of frustration within you. I am breaking those patterns now. Not slowly, but with a clear and decisive shift that will begin to redirect your path. What once held you back will no longer have the same influence over you, and you will begin to see a different outcome where there used to be the same result. This is part of the miracle, because it is not only about adding something new, but also about removing what has been limiting you. You have been stronger than you realize, even in moments where you felt weak. And that strength has carried you to this point. I have watched you continue, even when things felt uncertain. And I have honored that perseverance in ways you could not yet see. Now, you are entering a season where that strength will be met with visible change. Not just internal endurance. You will begin to experience the results of what you have held on to. And it will remind you that nothing you went through was wasted. In your home, the environment will begin to feel different. Not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. There will be a sense of calm that replaces tension, and a clarity that replaces confusion. This is not something you need to force or create, because it will come naturally as a result of my presence moving within your space. You may even notice that small things begin to fall into place, and those small changes will lead to larger ones over time. There have been moments where you felt like giving up, where the weight of everything felt too much to carry, and yet you continued. I have not ignored those moments, and I have not allowed them to define your outcome. Instead, I have used them to shape you, to prepare you, and to bring you to this exact point where you are ready to receive something greater. The miracle that is coming is connected to everything you have endured, and it will bring a sense of completion to what once felt unfinished. Type 222 if you trust God. Stay attentive to what is happening within you as well as around you, because the change is not only external. You will begin to feel a renewed sense of confidence, a quiet assurance that things are moving in the right direction. This is not something that comes from circumstances alone, but from the way I am working within your heart. When you feel that shift, do not ignore it, because it is part of how you recognize that you are aligned with what I am doing. You may also notice that certain thoughts or fears begin to lose their hold on you, and that is not by accident. I'm removing what has been weighing on your mind, allowing you to think more clearly and to move forward without the same hesitation. This will help you receive what is coming without resistance, because you will not be held back by the same doubts. I am clearing the path before you both externally and internally, so that you can step forward with confidence. Do not rush this moment, even though it carries urgency, because there is a difference between urgency and pressure. I am not asking you to panic or to act out of fear, but to stay present and aware. When you remain steady, you allow what I am doing to unfold in a way that is complete and lasting. This is not something that needs to be forced because it has already been set into motion by my hand. You are not alone in this process, and you are not expected to figure everything out on your own. I am guiding what is happening, even when you do not understand every detail. Trust that what is unfolding is leading you towards something that is meant for you, and that it will arrive at the right moment. Your role is to remain open, to stay attentive, and to receive what is being given to you. What is coming to your home will bring a sense of renewal that touches every part of your life. It will not only change your situation, but it will also change how you feel within it. You will begin to see things differently, to respond differently, and to move forward with a sense of peace that was not there before. This is how you will know that the miracle is not just external, but also internal. There are things you once accepted as permanent that are now beginning to lose their hold over your life. Situations that seemed fixed are starting to change, and patterns that felt unbreakable are quietly dissolving. This is not happening by chance, but because I am intervening in ways that go beyond what you could have arranged on your own. You are stepping into a moment where what felt stuck will begin to move, and what felt uncertain will begin to settle into clarity. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money, struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money, attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners, but this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. You may notice that your perspective is changing, that you are no longer reacting the same way to the things that once troubled you. That is part of the preparation, because I am strengthening you from within so that you can handle what is coming with peace instead of fear. You are being shaped into someone who can carry the blessing without being overwhelmed by it. This is how I prepare you, not by rushing you, but by building you steadily until you are ready. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus, in your home. The change will not feel forced or artificial, but natural and steady, like something finally settling into its rightful place. You will begin to notice moments of peace where there was once tension, and understanding where there was once confusion. Conversations may begin to shift, and relationships may begin to soften in ways that surprise you. This is part of the miracle because it is not only about what you receive, but about the environment that surrounds you becoming aligned with what I am doing. You have carried questions in your heart even when you did not speak them out loud, and those questions have weighed on your spirit. I am answering them now, not always with words, but with changes that speak louder than explanations. You will begin to see evidence of what I am doing, and that evidence will bring a quiet assurance that replaces the uncertainty you once felt. This is how you will know that you are not imagining this shift, but truly experiencing it. There have been moments where you felt overlooked, where it seemed like others were moving forward while you remained in the same place. I have not forgotten you, and I have not left you behind, even when it felt that way. What I am doing in your life is not delayed, but timed. And now that time has come, the miracle that is approaching your home is not late, but arriving exactly when it is meant to, and it will make sense in ways you could not have understood before. Stay grounded in this moment, because it is easy to become distracted when things begin to change. Do not allow your focus to drift back to old fears or doubts, because those things no longer have the same place in your life. You are stepping into something new, and it requires you to remain present and aware of what is unfolding. The more you stay connected, the more clearly you will recognize what I am doing. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. There is a strength rising within you that you may not have noticed yet, but it is there, growing steadily. That strength will help you stand firm as things begin to shift around you, and it will keep you from being shaken by uncertainty. You are not as fragile as you once felt, and you are not as uncertain as you once believed. I have been building something within you that is now ready to support what is coming into your life. You may begin to see doors opening in ways that feel unexpected, opportunities appearing where there were none before. Do not question these moments too quickly, because they are part of the path I am setting before you. What is coming to your home is connected to these openings, and they will lead you into the next stage of what I am doing. Trust the direction you are being guided toward. Even if it feels unfamiliar at first, there will also be a sense of release, a feeling that something heavy has finally been lifted from your shoulders. That weight you have been carrying, whether it was stress, worry, or uncertainty, will begin to fade as I bring relief into your life. You will not have to hold on to those burdens in the same way, because I am taking them from you and replacing them with peace. This is part of the miracle, because it touches both your circumstances and your inner world. Do not rush ahead of what is happening, and do not try to control every detail, because this is not something you need to manage on your own. I am already guiding the process, and I am ensuring that what comes into your life is stable and lasting. When you trust what I am doing, you allow it to unfold fully without interference. This is how you receive what has been prepared for you without losing any part of it. What is coming to your home is not just a moment, but a beginning, something that will continue to grow and develop over time. You are stepping into a new season, one where things begin to align more clearly and where you can move forward with confidence. I am not distant from you in this, and I am not leaving anything unfinished, because what I start in your life, I complete with care. What is coming to your home is not uncertain, but already decided, and you are being led into it step by step. There are layers to what I am doing, and some of them are unfolding quietly beneath the surface of what you can immediately see. You may feel a subtle peace at times that does not match your surroundings, and that peace is a sign that I am already at work within you. I am preparing your heart so that when the visible changes arrive, you will not be overwhelmed, but ready to receive them fully. This preparation is not separate from the miracle, but part of it, because what I bring is meant to last. You have experienced moments where things seem to almost change, only to fall back into old patterns, and that has made you cautious. I understand that hesitation, and I have seen how it shaped the way you respond to new possibilities. But what I am doing now is different, because it is not built on unstable ground, and it will not fade the way those past moments did. This is why I am asking you to stay open, because this is not another temporary shift, but a true turning point. Type 555 to stay aligned. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant dream homes. Cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet. So, click the link in the description and comments now to see it's gone forever. In your home, there has been a quiet longing for peace. Even if it was never fully spoken out loud, you have desired a sense of calm, a feeling that things are finally in the right place and that longing has not gone unnoticed. I am answering that desire now. Not just by removing what was causing tension, but by bringing a new sense of stability that will remain. This is how you will know that what is happening is from me, because it will not feel forced, but natural and steady. There are also things you have been holding on to internally, thoughts and concerns that you carried without sharing, and those things have weighed on your spirit. I am lifting that weight, not by ignoring it, but by addressing it in a way that brings real relief. You will begin to feel lighter, not because everything is perfect, but because I am taking what you were not meant to carry alone. This release is part of the miracle, because it allows you to move forward without the same burden. You may begin to notice that your reactions are changing, that situations that once caused stress no longer affect you in the same way. That change is not accidental, because I am reshaping how you respond to what is around you. I am giving you a steadiness that comes from knowing that you are not facing things on your own. This inner shift will support the outer changes, allowing everything to come together in a way that feels balanced and complete. Type 333 to receive peace. There are doors that have been closed for a long time, and you may have stopped expecting them to open. I am opening those doors now. Not all at once, but in the right sequence, so that each step leads you into the next. What once felt unreachable will begin to feel possible, and what once felt distant will begin to come within your reach. This is not something you need to force, because I am guiding the timing and the direction of each opening. Do not let past disappointments cause you to doubt what is happening now, because this moment is not defined by what happened before. You are not in the same place, and you are not the same person you were when those disappointments occurred. I have been shaping you through everything you have faced, and that shaping has prepared you for what is coming. What is being released into your life now is aligned with who you have become. There will be moments where you feel a quiet confirmation, a sense that something is right, even if you cannot fully explain it. Pay attention to those moments, because they are part of how I guide you. I do not always speak in loud or obvious ways, but I am always present, leading you in ways that you can recognize if you remain attentive. This guidance will help you navigate what is unfolding without confusion. You are not being rushed into something you cannot handle, and you are not being given something that will overwhelm you. Everything that is coming has been measured, prepared, and aligned with your life in a way that will support you. I am not placing something in your hands that you are not ready for, because I have already been preparing you for this moment. Trust that what you are receiving is meant for you. As this miracle continues to unfold in your home, you will begin to see connections between things that once seemed unrelated. You will understand why certain delays happened, why certain paths did not work out, and why you were guided in the way you were. What once felt confusing will begin to make sense, and that understanding will bring a sense of peace. You will see that nothing was wasted, and that everything led to this moment. Stay present, stay open, and do not turn away from what is happening now, because you are still in the middle of receiving. What is coming to your home is still unfolding, and there is more ahead that will confirm everything you are beginning to experience. There is a quiet confirmation building inside you, even if you have not fully recognized it yet. And that confirmation is my way of letting you know that you are not imagining this shift. You may feel it as a subtle calm, a sense that something is aligning, or a gentle assurance that things are not as uncertain as they once seemed. That feeling is not random, because it is connected to what I am doing around you and within you at the same time. When both begin to move together, the result is a change that is stable and lasting. You have spent time trying to hold things together, trying to manage what felt like it could fall apart at any moment. And that effort has drained you more than you have expressed. I have seen how you carried that responsibility, even when it felt heavy and unending. And I have not overlooked it. Now you are stepping into a moment where you do not have to hold everything on your own, because I am taking that weight from you and replacing it with support. This is not a temporary relief, but a real shift in how things will move forward. Type 888 to stay strong. There are changes coming that will feel both relieving and surprising, because they will not come from the direction you expected. You may have thought that certain solutions would appear in one way, but I am bringing them in another. One that will make it clear that I am the source. This is how I remove confusion and doubt, because when something happens beyond your own planning, it becomes easier to recognize my hand in it. What is coming to your home will carry that clarity with it. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. In your home, the atmosphere will continue to shift in ways that you can feel, not just see. And that feeling will become more consistent as time goes on. What once felt tense will begin to feel settled, and what once felt uncertain will begin to feel steady. You will notice moments where things simply feel right. Even if nothing dramatic has changed on the surface yet, that is because the deeper foundation is being restored first, and everything else will follow from that. There have been thoughts that tried to convince that things would remain the same, that nothing would truly change, and that you would have to continue carrying the same burdens. Those thoughts are losing their hold now because they are not aligned with what I am doing in your life. I am bringing a new direction, one that moves you away from repetition and into progress. This is not something that will fade because it is rooted in what I have established. Type 666 to release fear. You are also being given a clearer sense of direction, even if it comes in small steps rather than one large answer. Pay attention to those small steps because they are leading you into something greater, and each one carries meaning. I am not leaving you to guess your way forward, but guiding you in ways that you can follow if you remain attentive. What may seem small at first will become more significant as you continue to move forward. There is also a restoration of confidence happening within you, a rebuilding of the belief that things can improve and that you can move forward without being held back by the past. This confidence is not based on circumstances alone, but on the way I am strengthening you from within. You will begin to trust yourself more, to feel more certain in your decisions, and to move forward without the same hesitation. This is part of the miracle because it changes how you experience everything around you. Do not let old memories or past disappointments try to pull you backward because they no longer have the same power over your present. You are not in the same place, and you are not the same person you were when those things happened. I have been shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is now unfolding. What is coming to your home is aligned with who you have become, not who you used to be. You may begin to notice that certain doors open without the struggle you once expected, and that is because the resistance that was once there is being removed. What once required effort and frustration will begin to move more smoothly, and that change will confirm that something is different. I am not asking you to force your way forward, but to walk into what is being opened for you. This is how you move with what I am doing rather than against it. There will also be moments of realization where you begin to understand why things happened the way they did, and why certain paths did not work out. Those realizations will bring peace because they will show you that nothing was wasted, even when it felt that way. I have been guiding your path, even through moments that seemed unclear. And now you are beginning to see the results of that guidance. This understanding will help you move forward with confidence. Stay connected to what is happening now because you are still in the middle of receiving. And there is more unfolding ahead. What is coming to your home is not a single moment, but a process that will continue to develop and expand over time. I am with you in every step, ensuring that what is meant for you reaches you fully and without confusion. You are still within the movement of what I have already set in motion, and nothing about this moment is accidental or without meaning. Even the fact that you are continuing to listen shows that your spirit is staying aligned with what I am doing. And that alignment is opening the way for what is coming to fully reach your home. I do not bring you this far only to leave things unfinished, because when I begin something in your life, I carry it through with purpose and care. What is unfolding now is not slowing down, but deepening, becoming clearer and more visible with each step you take. There is a quiet strengthening happening within you, and it is more powerful than you realize at this moment. You may feel it as a calm confidence that replaces your earlier uncertainty, or a steady feeling that things are beginning to fall into place even before you see the full result. That inner shift is not separate from the miracle, but part of how you receive it fully and without fear. I am preparing you to hold what is coming, not with hesitation, but with peace and assurance. You have walked through seasons where you felt like you had to endure more than you were meant to carry. And those seasons have shaped you in ways that are now becoming clear. I did not allow those moments to break you, but used them to build something within you that is strong and steady. Now that strength is becoming visible, not only to you, but in the way you respond to everything around you. This is how you begin to step into a new way of living, one that is no longer defined by struggle, but by progress. Type 444 to stay grounded. In your home, the shift that has begun will continue to settle and grow, becoming more noticeable as time goes on. You will find that what once felt uncertain begins to feel stable, and what once caused tension begins to ease naturally. This is not something that will require constant effort from you, because it is being supported by my presence within your life. As that presence continues to move, it will bring a consistency that you have been longing for. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight, scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs. It rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. There are things that are being rearranged in ways that you cannot fully see yet, but they are aligning with what I have planned for you. People, opportunities, and circumstances are being positioned so that when the moment arrives, everything connects in the right way. You may not recognize all of these changes immediately, but you will begin to see their impact as they come together. This is how I work, not only through what is visible, but through what is being prepared behind the scenes. You have questioned in the past whether things would ever truly change, and that question has lingered in your thoughts even when you tried to remain hopeful. I am answering that question now. not with words alone, but with real change that you will be able to see and experience. The doubt that once filled your mind is being replaced with evidence that things are moving in a new direction. This is how you will begin to trust again. Not because you are forcing yourself to believe, but because you can see what is happening. Type 999 to welcome change. There is also a renewal happening in your spirit, a refreshing that brings back a sense of energy and purpose that may have felt distant before. You will begin to feel more motivated, more clear, and more certain about where you are going. This is not something that fades quickly because it is being sustained by what I am doing within you. When your inner state is renewed, it changes the way you face everything around you. Do not let distractions pull you away from what is unfolding now, because this moment needs your awareness and your presence. There will always be things trying to capture your attention, but you must choose to stay focused on what I am doing in your life. The more you remain connected, the more clearly you will understand how everything is coming together. This is not about ignoring your responsibilities, but about staying aware of the deeper movement taking place beneath them. You are also being led toward choices that will support what is coming. Even when those choices seem small at first, pay attention to what feels peaceful, steady, and right, because that is often how I guide you forward. I am not leaving you without direction. I am giving you guidance in a way you can follow step by step. Every decision you make now is connected to the larger picture that is beginning to form. There will be moments when you feel deep peace. Even in situations that once would have brought stress or uncertainty, that peace will not come from your surroundings. It will come from my presence within you. When you feel it, hold on to it, because it is a sign that you are aligned with what I am doing. It will help you move forward without being shaken by what happens around you. What is coming to your home is still unfolding, and it is not slowing down because it has already been established. You are not waiting for something uncertain to happen. You are stepping into something that is already moving toward you. This is why remaining present matters, because you are still in the process of receiving. Every moment you stay connected brings you closer to the fullness of what has been prepared. A deeper awareness is growing within you, helping you recognize that something real is taking place. You may feel it as steady, calm, quiet confidence, or a subtle knowing that things are no longer the same as they were before. That awareness is not something you created on your own. It is something I am placing within you so you can recognize my hand at work. When you sense that shift, do not ignore it, because it is part of how you remain connected to what is unfolding. You have carried questions for a long time. Questions about your direction, the timing, and whether things would truly change in your life. I am answering those questions now. Not only through words, but through movement you will begin to see and experience. The answers you have been waiting for are no longer far away, because they are beginning to take shape around you. This is how I bring clarity, not by leaving you in uncertainty, but by showing you what is real. Type 111 to stay focused. In your home, the peace that has begun will keep growing, becoming more stable and more noticeable with each passing moment. What once felt unsettled will begin to feel secure, and what once created tension will begin to ease without being forced. This is not temporary, because it is being sustained by my presence in your life. As that presence continues moving, it will bring stability that does not depend only on circumstances. There are also areas being restored that you quietly stopped hoping for. Places where you stopped expecting change because things had stayed the same for so long. I have not forgotten those places, and I am bringing renewal into them now. You will begin to see signs of life where things once felt stagnant, and those signs will grow into something more complete over time. This is how restoration works. Not always all at once, but steadily and surely. You may notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer. You may find that you can focus more easily and make decisions with greater confidence. That clarity is not something you have to force, because I am removing the confusion that once clouded your mind. When your mind becomes clear, you can move forward without hesitation and recognize what is right for you. This is part of how I guide you, by bringing clarity where there was uncertainty. Type 1313 to receive clarity. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a 7-second brain ritual that is now helping everyday people clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth, supported by 4 neuroscience labs. This simple at-home method is turning financial struggle into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, all of it is becoming possible. But the government could remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. You will also begin to feel that timing is becoming more natural, as though things are happening at the right moment instead of being rushed or delayed. You will start to understand that what once felt late is actually arriving exactly when it is meant to. This understanding will bring peace, because it will help you see that what is happening is not random, but guided. When you trust the timing, you allow what is unfolding to settle into your life without resistance. You have been through seasons where you felt like you were moving without clear direction, and that created instability inside you. I am removing that instability now and replacing it with purpose that will guide your steps. You will begin to feel more certain about where you are going, even if you cannot yet see the entire path ahead. This certainty is not based on knowing every detail, but on trusting that you are being led. Do not allow distractions to take your attention away from what is happening now, because this is a moment that requires your awareness. There will always be things that try to pull your focus, but you must choose to remain present with what I am doing in your life. The more you stay connected, the more clearly you will see how everything is unfolding. This is not about ignoring what is around you, but about staying aware of the deeper movement taking place. There are also connections being formed that will support what is coming. Even if you do not recognize them immediately, people may come into your life, or existing relationships may begin to shift in ways that align with what I am doing. These connections are not random, but part of the preparation for what is unfolding. As they come together, they will create a support system that helps sustain what you are receiving. You will also begin to notice that certain fears or doubts that once felt strong are no longer affecting you in the same way. That change is not something you created on your own, but the result of what I am doing within you. I am removing what once held you back, allowing you to move forward with greater freedom and confidence. This is how you begin to step into a new way of living, one that is not controlled by fear. There is a shift happening that moves beyond preparation and into manifestation. And this is where many lose focus if they are not attentive. I do not want you to drift at this stage, because this is where recognition becomes important and where your awareness allows you to receive fully. You will begin to notice changes that feel more defined, more visible, and more certain. And those changes will confirm what I have been speaking to you. This is not something you imagined, and it is not something that will pass quickly, but something that is settling into your life. You have been walking through moments where you had to trust without seeing, where you had to hold on, even when there was no visible result. And that required strength that you did not always feel you had. I have seen every one of those moments, and I have used them to prepare you for this exact point. Now you are beginning to see the result of that unseen faith, and it will bring a sense of confirmation that you have been waiting for. What you are experiencing now is the beginning of that confirmation. Type 1414 to receive confirmation in your home. There will be a noticeable difference, not only in how things look, but in how they feel on a deeper level. The atmosphere will begin to carry a sense of calm that remains even when situations arise. And that calm will become your new normal. You will begin to notice that what once caused tension no longer holds the same power, and that peace becomes more consistent. This is how you will know that the miracle is not temporary, but rooted in something lasting. There are things that are now coming into place that once seemed disconnected, and you will begin to understand how they are connected. Situations that felt separate will begin to align, and what once seemed confusing will begin to make sense. This alignment is not accidental, because it is the result of what I have been arranging over time. You will see that nothing was random, and that everything was leading to this moment. You may feel a sense of relief that is deeper than what you have experienced before. A release that touches not only your circumstances, but your inner state as well. That relief is part of what I am bringing, because I am not only changing what is around you, but also how you feel within it. When both begin to change together, the result is a peace that remains steady. This is the kind of peace that I am placing in your life. Type 1515 to accept the shift. There will also be an increase in clarity, where you begin to see your path more clearly than before, and where decisions feel less complicated. This clarity will help you move forward without hesitation, because you will not feel as uncertain about what comes next. I am guiding your steps in a way that becomes easier to follow, not because everything is obvious, but because you are becoming more aligned with my direction. This is how your path begins to open. You have carried uncertainty for long enough, and now you are stepping into a time where that uncertainty is being replaced with direction and assurance. You will begin to feel more confident in your choices and more certain about where you are going. This is not something that will come and go, but something that will continue to grow as you move forward. I am building a foundation within you that supports everything that is coming. Do not allow anything to pull you away from this moment, because you are still receiving, and there is more unfolding ahead. Distractions may try to take your attention, but you must choose to remain focused on what I am doing. The more you stay present, the more clearly you will recognize the changes that are taking place. This is not the time to drift, but the time to remain connected and aware. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe, proven by neuroscience. This 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You may also begin to notice that your energy is different, that you feel more capable, more steady, and more at peace with where you are. That change is not something you created on your own, but the result of what I am doing within you. I am renewing your strength so that you can move forward without feeling drained or overwhelmed. This renewal is part of how you step into what has been prepared for you. What is coming to your home is now becoming more visible, and you are beginning to experience it in ways that confirm everything you have been hearing. This is not the end of what I am doing, but the continuation of something that will keep unfolding. There is a deep settling taking place within you, a calm that is no longer temporary, but steady and grounded. You may notice that you are not reacting the same way to situations that once disturbed your peace. And that is because I am establishing something within you that is not easily shaken. This inner stability is part of the miracle, because it allows you to experience what is happening without fear or confusion. When your spirit is steady, everything around you begins to align more easily. You have crossed through moments where you felt like nothing was changing, and those moments tested your patience and your faith in ways you did not expect. Yet those very moments were building something within you that is now supporting what you are receiving. I did not waste any part of your journey, and I did not overlook any of your efforts to keep going. Now you are seeing the result of that endurance, not as a distant promise, but as a present reality. Type 1616 to step into it. In your home, the atmosphere is continuing to transform, becoming a place where peace is not something you search for, but something you live within. You will notice that what once felt unsettled now feels balanced, and what once caused strain now begins to ease without effort. This change is not fragile, because it is rooted in my presence, and it will continue to grow stronger over time. You are not returning to the way things were, but moving into something new. There are answers that are now becoming clear, not through long explanations, but through the way things are unfolding around you. You will begin to understand why certain doors remained closed, why certain paths did not work out, and why you were guided in ways that did not always make sense at the time. That understanding will bring a sense of peace, because it will show you that everything had a purpose, nothing was random, and nothing was wasted. You may also begin to notice that things are coming together more easily, that what once required effort now flows more naturally. This is not because you are doing more, but because I am removing resistance and aligning what needs to come together. When I move, things begin to connect in ways that do not rely on struggle. This is how you will recognize that what is happening is from me, because it will carry a sense of ease. Type 1717 to accept ease. There is also a strengthening of your confidence that is taking place, a quieter assurance that you are moving in the right direction. You will begin to trust your steps more, not because you have all the answers, but because you can feel that you are being guided. This confidence will help you move forward without hesitation, allowing you to receive what is coming without second-guessing yourself. It is part of how you step fully into what has been prepared for you. You have carried fear in the past, fear of things not working out, fear of repeating the same struggles, and fear of being disappointed again. That fear is losing its place in your life because it is not aligned with what I am doing now. I am replacing it with peace, with clarity, and with a stability that no longer depends on what is happening around you. You will begin to feel lighter, not because everything has become perfect, but because you are no longer carrying the same heaviness you carried before. There will also be moments when gratitude begins to rise within you deeply, even before everything has fully come together. That gratitude is a sign that your spirit is recognizing what I am doing, and it will help you stay connected to what is unfolding. When you acknowledge the movement taking place, you give it room to grow more fully in your life. This is not something you need to force, because it will rise naturally as you continue receiving. Do not step away now, because you are standing inside the moment where things are beginning to settle into place. This is not the time to become distracted, doubtful, or uncertain. This is the time to remain present, aware, and open to what I am completing within your life.